Is it weird that I'm hugging this pillow now? My knee was cramped up.
Oh, it's still bleeding.
I can take my pants off later and show you if you want.
No,
clip that out.
Take your pants.
Clip that out. clip that out. Give us a few things that give. I want to say give the haters something to.
Well, there's always room for improvement.
Yeah,
obviously, right?
Always.
So yeah, the first thing that I would change would be the foot pegs. I personally don't like them at all. I don't really like the looks of it, and I don't. Yeah, I would just change them like that. That would be one thing I would do. With the suspension, I had my issues because I thought it was really hard, the bike, and it was really not comfortable. But then it just turns out I just had to adjust it to me personally, and then it felt immediately better. So, and then also even the hand, not just the comfort, also the whole handling of the bike, because the motor has a lot of power, and you can feel that, especially when you go faster. The bike tends to be a little bit. Can be a little bit unstable, but that got also better with adjusting the suspension. I would really recommend everybody that gets the bike, just have it adjusted properly to you as a person, to your body weight and to the way you ride the bike, and that will make a world of a difference. I should have done that much.
Yeah, I mean, they come to us from a neutral set, right? Yeah. This is the same with any bike you buy. Yeah. But the Erlins and the Wilbers units that we provide are fully customizable. Yeah. So rebound and
compression. Yeah.
So they are fully customizable to make it how you want it.
Yeah, so I would definitely recommend that. So one more thing I would also change is, I'll have to think about it.
Well, I mean, we're not doing bad if it's only two, right?
no, it's cool. I would I would have loved to have a reverse every now and then. That would have been something really cool. I mean, usually regular bikes also don't have that, but I know it is possible with electric motors. So I would like to have that on my next model. Then also, because the blinkers, they are so tiny, and which is really, really cool. I mean, I love that. But you also don't see when they're on, and the display from the Kozo.
Kozo.
The blinker indicator light is really, really, really tiny, so I always forgot to turn off the blinkers. But that's also software, right?
I mean, luckily in a couple of days, a couple of weeks, that we're actually going to be sending out the next software update, which is going to include auto cancel.
Awesome.
So
that's awesome.
Well, nice little gift.
Okay,
and
that's already
it's
fixed.
The same with reverse and a couple of other features we're working on in the back end. We just want to make sure that they're absolutely bulletproof before we send them out. But that's done over the air update. I think you would have had an update on your trip as well.
Yeah, right at the beginning, I think, but it wasn't at the latest software when I got it.
Yeah,
that was just, we fixed that. But yeah, as I said, these things have to develop, right? And I'm happy that I could have the bike for this amount of time. I rode it now almost 11,000 kilometers.
11,000 kilometers.
So, and I think that gives also you guys a bit more of an insight, okay, what it's actually like if somebody lives with the bike instead of giving it to somebody for a weekend. There's a difference, right?
And not just us as a company, you guys that are watching Verge develop, you're now seeing it in the real hands of not only our own testers who've done, tens of thousands of kilometers, hundreds of thousands of kilometers of testing. Yeah. This is now a real world application. And in your experience, you've experienced our servicing, doing a tire change in a manual setting, but also the experience that our owners are getting over Europe now, which is the bombardment you get from chargers and in the public eye, but also the enjoyment of having what sounds like a very customizable experience, as well as the bag and everything like that.
Well, and it's something special, right? Obviously, for the price of the bike, not everybody will be able to afford this kind of motorcycle, right? But what I think is, if you have this bike, it's definitely, it feels like it is something special that you have. And that's what I also, and then you can see that in the videos, like you have this experience every day. Like everybody would come up to you and it's like, hey, well, what is this? Like, and it feels good, right? It feels like also for as an owner, right? Like it feels good. It's like, oh, your bike's cool. Yeah, it really is cool. So I really kind of like that, you know.
If you don't want that, maybe you could have like a little cheat sheet or a little card you can just offload to someone to just be like,
yeah,
here are the answers you need. Buy.
And who doesn't really like to talk about their bike, right? Like everybody likes it. And then you would start to customize your things, you know, like, and which you can obviously also do with this bike, you know. So
yeah,
I also like. I didn't know before that it has heated grips. So when I found that out, that was awesome. Like, that's super cool.
Yeah.
They're just like little things, and like whatever you want to do to the bike, you obviously can do like just with the normal bike, I reckon.
It's exactly the same.
Yeah.
You know, you've now got a bag on it. Yes, it's a soft bag. It's not hard panniers, but we don't develop those at the moment. You got bar risers. It's a regular handlebar. It's regular brakes. It's regular everything. The whole front end is just another bike. So if you want a different shaped handlebar, if you want to adjust the angles of stuff, it's just an Allen key away. Like pretty much just an Allen key away.
Yeah, that's what I said in my video. Like the guy just came in a van and an Allen key and changed out the motor, which is basically it. Like I took it apart myself, the wheel to change the tire, and it's actually just Allen keys.
Yeah, we'll put it in the description below as well, so you can go and check out those videos.
So it was a great experience. Like I had a fun time on the bike. Like and I'm happy I got to do this. You know, so like I wanted to take the summer off, but
a summer off doing 11,000.
But I loved it. Like it was a great experience, really.
You're doing a lot of things that people dream of, and
I know.
There, and
I know. I'm
not only doing it on a special bike with us, but like also just creating these real world experiences that people can relate to.
And I just also hope that, you know, like people watch my videos and like just get to see firsthand that there is. I don't say this is the solution to the problem what we face with, you know, climate change, whatever, you know, like it's not, but it is an alternative to what's already out there. And I hope that my videos show that a little bit, and not just like for your company, just for any like company that does something special, something new, you know, like I think it's a real alternative, and it can be fun as well. Yeah.
I'll tell you what else is fun. Is answering some of you guys' questions. So let's do a bit of a Q&A. So the first ones are about range, performance, and the specs.
Yeah.
So what was the realistic range you got from the Verge TS Pro? Oh, V, sorry.
So if you have to, like, I have to divide that into two answers, because if I would charge it all the time with DC charging, and I would just only charge it from like 10% to 90%, which I usually did, because otherwise charging would just take too long because it would slow down. So then the range would be like around 160, 170 kilometer, because I wouldn't charge it full, right? So, but it would be the fastest way of traveling to do it that way. If I would put it on a full charge at home, then the real world range is like, what I did say, 140 miles. Before that, I actually did, driving it to zero. What's that in kilometers? I don't know, 200.
We'll put it up on the screen.
I don't know.
Now.
Yeah. So yeah, that will be the real world. Well, when people ask me on the street, I always say like 200, 220 kilometers is what I get out of it if I ride it normally. Yeah.
Cool. What do we got here? At DC charges, what is the speed that you usually saw?
Like usually it was like the highest I got was 23 kilowatts that I would charge with, but it would always like depends on how far down the battery is. Like would always start at like 20 or 19 kilowatt and then just work its way up to like 23 maximum. But yeah, like on average, like always like 21 kilowatt, which is decent, I think.
I mean,
like,
it's pretty good.
It's pretty fast.
It can get to 25, but that's like, you know, it's got to be perfect conditions, which, you know, anyone who drives any sort of EV will see that. How much would it cost for a full charge?
It's a very, very. I'll have to check in my app, because I never really talk about.
And obviously this would change depending on where you charge it, charging
that's
at
the thing,
home.
because every country is so different, right? Like in Asia, I would pay like $2 for a full charge.
But let's pick one of your charges.
Okay, yeah, well, I'll just pick one in Great Britain. I charged 10.5 kilowatt hours and it cost me £9. That was at the highway somewhere, right?
Okay.
Like, obviously they do different prices for different stations, which is like, I don't know how I feel about that. They should really like regulate it.
Like, we can't advocate for certain brands, but there are certain brands that do cheaper
But usually
rates.
when I would charge for like sometimes I would only do like 8 kilowatt hours, which charge me like £5. Yeah, I think £9 would be like the highest.
So between £5 and £9.
Yeah.
Which in euros is
Britain,
this much.
So and then I charged in Reims in France was 12 kilowatt hours for €7.50. You see how big of a difference that
Yeah, it is.
It's so crazy, right? They should really regulate that. That would be like, or in Sweden.
Of course, charging at home would be.
Yeah, charging at home.
We're talking pence.
Which most of the people would do anyway. When you have a garage, you would put in just like a wall box and you just charge it overnight every time.
Which someone like you wouldn't have because you're doing 11,000 kilometers in 2
I
minutes.
should need a home. Like I would need a home to have like a garage, right? I said that before, right? I would always charge between 12 and 13 kilowatt hours on a fast charger. He was also 12.3 kilowatt hours for 100 krona in Sweden. I don't know what this is.
We're going to have to get even more. I'll do it again. It's about this much.
Yeah, like 10 euro. Yeah, something like that, 9-10 euro. Compared to a regular bike, it would be always still half price. Like that's a fact, you know.
Yeah, but like you said, that's not, people are just going to charge in the garage overnight.
If in the garage, like it's much cheaper, you know. Like I don't know I don't know what you pay for a kilowatt hours in €2. 2020.
We're getting messages from the producer.
Well, I don't know what it means. Okay,
Let's move on. We've got a few to get through. Some riders, a lot of riders are worried about water and mud and saying, what if mud or whatever gets into the motor and stuff.
Well, you see the bike now, right?
Yeah. I mean, did you have any issues with weather at all, or just?
Nah. Well,
for someone who's ridden through a puddle in Asia.
Well, yeah, I mean, I fully submerged an electric motorcycle into water, like completely. And it was still running, right? Like it would just still go. And I even had to, because of the sensors, I had to keep it running. I don't think there's any issues. I mean, I haven't submerged this one, so I don't know. I just don't know. But I rode it in heavy rain again today and yesterday as well. Yeah, I mean, you can't really, that's supposed to be waterproof, right? So, and anything else, it will not electrocute you. No. It's just, I just learned that actually, they make sure that everything is grounded. So, yeah, I mean, if people really are scared about that, I mean, then they have other problems, I reckon, because, who would, certify a motorcycle that will electrocute you when it gets wet, right?
Almost like it's regulated, or we think about these things, right?
If the bike has a license plate, then it would be okay to ride in rain.
And even the number plate holder. You mentioned when you pulled up today, when Marc pulled up to the factory, he mentioned that actually the mudguard works.
Oh yeah, no, definitely, yeah. The only complaint, but that's not really a complaint. When I was riding with my friend, she said she would get stones, thrown out to her at the windshield. But I mean, that's just normal with these soft compound tires. Everything sticks to them. But rain-wise, I mean, yeah, you see my backpack is a little bit dirty, but it doesn't puts the water up all into your back. You could, if you would have a tidy tail or whatever, then there would be a whole different story.
Yeah.
You know? And I actually like that it's not plastic, it's metal that actually looks like part of the bike. With my previous bike, it was all plastic. I didn't really like that so much, but that's actually solid stuff here.
It's the way we thought about it, everything about the bike. It might look gadgety, it might look, futuristic, but it's all been designed for a purpose.
Yeah.
The only bit that hasn't really is the front, which we kind of made to blend in with the rest of the bike with the futuristic view.
Yeah.
But the motor is designed to be that shape.
I mean, obviously, you could close that up completely so you wouldn't get anything dirty, but you know, with any motorcycle, it's also about looks, right? Like it has to look kind of cool.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I like when you can see the whole. I know other manufacturers they have that. For example, like there's one other bike that has it fully covered, but I think it just looks ugly, you know, when you do that. Like I would do it as well like this, and I know people would take this even off, you know, and put the blade here just to see the full tire, you know, because especially when you ride a bike like that, you want to have it look cool also, you know. It cannot be all just functional, otherwise you would just ride a scooter, right? No, I think like I didn't have any I mean, I was also lucky I wasn't riding in rain so much, but I was never worried about rain. Like was worried about more like in rain with all my camera gear and stuff like that gets wet, but nah.
So the last question about this is about charging stations and what your experiences across different networks. But I think, you know, the reliability of charging, but I think we've already covered that.
Yeah.
So we'll skip on to that. The next one is like ownership and serviceability. So you've had some service done. Yeah. What was that experience? But we've also changed the tire. So just quickly, I know we've touched on it a little bit, but what was the big things that made you like about the servicing and the tire change?
Well, the thing is, like, it's actually funny. Like, since I knew I was going to ride in Europe, right? And I knew I have, like, you guys do your service, and I am in the auto club, right? So I knew I was going to ride in Europe. I didn't even bring a screwdriver, right? Like, I didn't bring any sort of tool because I was like, what can happen, right? I'm in Europe, you know, there's like, every town has like a, you know, like mechanic or whatever. I have the auto club. I know you guys are onto it, so I didn't bring any tools at all. Which after I dropped the bike and I had to adjust the handlebars, which I then had to borrow an Allen key from another rider so that I could adjust the handlebar again. So I bought a set of Allen keys just to put it in this compartment here.
And then you put it on board, so you've got it with you on board.
Yeah, it's in there now. Like I mean, I can actually.
Yeah, so there is storage on the bike. What do you actually keep in the storage? Maybe that's a question. Is this a question here?
Probably.
Yeah, is there any storage on the bike, and what can you fit in there? So maybe tell us.
Yeah, I have to get it out anyway. So I can just start the bike and then you can just show people what's in there. So, well, I would have a lock.
A disc lock?
Because I was in the UK, so I had to have a disc lock, obviously. Also, like I have my charging cable for the iPhone. There's a outlet in here, so I can just plug. Well, I'll just take that out anyway because I'm leaving the bike here. So,
I'll just pop that down there.
Well, what I also have is a charging cable, like an extension for my home. That's actually pretty, like I could also fit the whole charging cable in there. I just didn't do it because I would have to cramp it in there a little bit, and I don't know how good that is for the cable. So I have this.
I'll just hold everything.
Yeah. What I have is like a puncture repair kit.
Right, okay.
Like some plugs and like you can pump it up again.
Yeah.
And then, I bought this
Allen
keys. That's basically that's everything, basically.
And the paperwork for the bike.
Yeah.
So
I have to give you that back too now. It's not in here. Like, I'll just have like some
so some essentials here, security, maybe a little bit of maintenance and some charging essentials, and you can all fit that inside.
That's actually pretty cool. Like I like the storage.
And it's got a USB-C
outlet. That's pretty handy.
Because you've got a few gadgets going on and
top, like cameras and all this stuff. So I mean that's basically it. And then you have that in here. So, and I would also put my rain jacket in there. Like I don't have it in here now, but my rain jacket also fits in there, which is awesome. Like you need that.
Well, there you go. There's a little demonstration of what Marc travels with.
I mean, if I like I said, like I had obviously I had more tools when I was going around the world with it. Then I would go places like Ladakh with, or like you know, like Pakistan, Iran, or whatever. Like I would bring tools to actually like be able to the little work I have to do would do, but like there's no really maintenance, right? Like that's the thing. Like you don't have to do an oil change. You don't have to. Well, the only thing you have to do is basically really tire change, right?
And we did that.
We did that. That was easy. I mean, there's a lot of bolts that you have to unscrew with an Allen key. But then you just take it off, and then obviously you have to get it off the rim. You should go to a professional
to do that.
Like, well, I don't know. Like, I had to do it in Asia on the side of the road with like some guy that actually came on a scooter with an axe, and we had to get it off the rim, the tire. But I don't know. Like, I didn't have to do that here. I could go to a mechanic, like every regular person would do. So yeah, that's basically the only thing about maintenance. Like, I wouldn't even know what else I would do. Like, with the brake pads, obviously at some point, but from experience with my other bike, I rode 50,000 kilometers and still had the same front brakes and rear brakes were still the original.
The benefit of regen, right?
Yeah, that's just insane. Yeah.
So continue on the Q&A. I've got some fun and personal ones that have come in.
Yeah.
Marc, how tall are you? And how did you feel on the TS in terms of like your size?
So yeah, I'm quite tall. I'm almost 2 meters, which is like above average, I would say, even in Germany. So yeah, any bike for me is basically too small. Like any sport motorcycle.
How tall in centimeters? Just so people have a...
Like 195 centimeters. Yeah. So, and then, you know, I have these big boots and everything. So it is definitely more comfortable for me than my previous bike. Mostly also because of the handlebars, because I like that they're nice and wide. You know, it feels natural to me. Well, and obviously, like when you sit on a sport bike, you will always have that like slightly awkward position, which you get used to. Honestly, the foot pegs are quite low. Maybe sometimes even a little bit too low, because I would like hit the ground with my boots sometimes. So, but it makes the seating position much better for me. If they were higher, then I would sit more cramped on the bike. And yeah, on highways I always use the highway packs.
You always use them?
Yeah, if I'm long on highways now, I tend to use them. I like them, but like when I go back into cornering, it's better to go back to the normal position. So, but on highways, I actually like it using them. Yeah,
it's good to know, because
really,
a lot of people look at the bike and they're like, "Oh, okay, 2 sets of pegs. Who would even use them?" But
I mean, if you have a passenger, like I took passengers sometimes, and then like I would use them anyway.
Yeah.
Like, so the passenger used the normal ones. But no, I use them on highways. I actually like it. The seating position.
So for a human being that's 195 centimeters tall, it gets a green tick.
You can do it, yeah. I mean, you can do anything. Like, you just have to sit long enough on your bike. I think that's what people don't do. Like, they don't sit long enough on their motorcycles before they modify anything, you know? Like, you just have to sit there and see how, like, you have to get used to the bike, right? And obviously a sport bike never feels like an adventure bike or a Harley, or like it's all different, right?
Yeah.
But first you have to find out, what do you want to do with the bike? Like, do you want to race it? Do you want to travel with it? Obviously, I always choose the most inconvenient thing to travel with. So, but it's okay, you know, I just like the challenge. I don't like to be comfortable, actually. But yeah, compared to my other bike, this is a bit more comfortable because it's a little bit bigger.
Yep.
Like that, I think that I would sum it up like that, yeah.
Another personal one or a fun one. A lot of people have been asking what kind of gear you use. So give us a quick list of the camera stuff you use, and then, you know...
So every gear, like, okay, yeah, the helmet is like all my riding gear, like what I'm wearing, and what, like, boots is Touratech, pants, jacket, or Touratech. Helmet is the next helmet, but it has the Touratech logo on it because they also sell it. So yeah, it's like a Touratech helmet, and then I use a little Insta360 cameras for recording when I motovlog, and then I have like an actual camcorder for doing the normal vlogging. So that's what I do. But other than that, I just travel with a backpack here, which I have my iPad in there, like all the essentials that I need to work, like, and stuff that I really cannot lose, you know.
And working for you is...
like making YouTube videos. Like, there's my drone is in there, like just this miscellaneous stuff, like stuff that I need for replacement or a spare camera or whatever. This is all in there. Like I said, iPad, passport, like all this kind of stuff, like things that I can't put on the bike. And nobody should put on the bike. Like I know people people have their stuff stolen because they just leave it on the bike, go to the hotel or a gas station or whatever, and then people just steal things. And I have a luggage roll for all my clothes and like for my charging cable for the domestic charging. Like I have put in there. It's just a 30-liter Lone Rider roll. Like it's nothing fancy really. Like, and I just strap it onto here, and that worked actually pretty well.
So you do all your videos with essentially 2 cameras, a drone, and an iPad. That's pretty impressive.
I edit every video on iPad. Like I don't use a laptop for like 4 years anymore. So because like it's just like they cannot break. Like you can throw them around, you will not break the iPad. Like it's awesome. And like they're just so much smaller. I can edit a full video on one charge of battery, which is like the best thing ever. So that's basically all I have. Obviously, when I go to Africa next, I will definitely.
We'll get to that.
I will definitely have like camping gear and stuff like that. Well, I didn't need it in Europe because I knew I'm not going to be camping.
So that's a little bit of a Q&A. Got maybe 1 or 2 final ones just to close it up. But now that you live with the Verge TS Pro for 2 months. What is your biggest takeaway from like the whole thing?
Especially like riding electric now in Europe in 2025. Like for me, it was just like the sheer amount of charging stations, and it's very convenient now compared to like 3 years ago. Like the change is so big. And if you have a garage, if you have a home, and you just like do normal riding in your own country, in your backyard, whatever, like, your own roads that, like you should definitely try out electric. I think it's definitely an alternative. It's cool. I love it. I like riding without sound as well. And I come from like when I started traveling, I traveled on a Honda Dominator, 650 single cylinder, loud, and I love that as well.
Iconic sound. Yeah.
The thing is, like, they can be both, right? Like, you can like more than just one thing. Like, I like that, but I also like this, and just to see people's faces, when you overtake them and they don't even like know what just happened, like it's just cool, like I love it, and I think everybody should just at least try it, before like judging it on the internet.
So that's what you'd say to anyone who's on the fence about an electric motorcycle, or even if they don't even like the idea of them, do you recommend just getting out and trying one?
Yeah, because I've seen it firsthand, people that absolutely hate electric bikes and they get on it and they're like, I kind of like it. So yeah, just try it out. Like, it's definitely worth trying, right? What can happen?
So get onto the Verge website, vergemotorcycles.com, book yourself in a test ride, and then figure that out. And finally, what's next for Marc Travels?
Like, for me, next will be like my next big adventure will be going to Africa, which I will start in December probably. I will start riding towards Africa and then go to Morocco and then just make my way down. Like, I have no plan yet. I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't know. I know what I like, not 100%, but I have a bike already, and it's going to be
it's exciting. It's exciting.
It's going to be like a big surprise for many people, and it's going to be something you haven't seen before yet, and that's like what excites me a lot. I don't want to talk about it yet because I don't want to ruin the surprise. So I'm going to be testing the bike actually now. Like, next week I'm going to be testing my new bike. So that's going to be super exciting for me. I will also go back to India. I will do a ride in the Himalayas for like a TV series. That's going to be awesome. I will go to Japan, do a ride there. I already have done like a enduro trip in Bali, and I will release a video about that soon. And I also will let people know what happened to my old electric bike, because everybody asks me every day. I kind of interrupted my YouTube series for this event now because I really wanted to have have it back to real time because my videos were so delayed, and like I just wanted to do something in real time to be connected to my audience a little bit better now. But I will release the rest of my Asia journey, and I will let everybody know what happened to my old motorcycle. So that's going to be probably happening now next on YouTube.
Amazing.
The final stretch of the Asia journey. So,
believe it or not, it is gonna end.
It is gonna end. Yeah, there will be I don't know if it's gonna be a happy ending, but there will be an ending for sure.
That's why you've got to tune in.
Yeah, no, but please, like, it would make me happy. Like, whoever sees this and doesn't know my YouTube channel, just go to Marc Travels and just, you know, check out the videos. Subscribe if you like it.
So that's great to hear about what's next for Marc Travels. All I'm going to say is, on behalf of Verge Motorcycles and V, she's loved the time with you. We've loved seeing you on the bike. Our viewers are going to absolutely love seeing, you know, everyone, someone real testing our bikes, and, you know, natural content, and that's going to be coming more from us and more from yourself, hopefully in the future as well. So we'll put a link for Marc Travels' YouTube channel in the comments. You can go check them out. Please do. Great content. Obviously, you've learned a bit more about Marc here. So a big thanks to you
for having me. Thanks for trusting me with the bike. You know, I mean, I know it takes a lot of confidence to just give your bike to a random YouTuber or influencer and just send them off, do whatever you want with it. So yeah, I'm quite happy I got the opportunity, and I really hope that if you ever have something new, you invite me back again. Yeah, I'd love to try it out.
We'll see what the future holds. You know, never say never, as they all say. So
awesome.
Thank you everyone for tuning in. This one's been a long form one, so you can get a little bit of a realistic view with us, you know, about a real conversation about real experiences in the field. Come visit us in Germany and the UK and over in California where we have stores. We'll also be coming out for some more test ride events soon. So check out our websites. If you have any questions, info@vergemotorcycles.com. Send us an email. Our team will always be with you, and who knows, we might even we might even read out your questions in the next video. But from me, Spencer, from Marc here, and from everyone here at Verge Motorcycles in Estonia at our factory, thanks for tuning in, and remember, ride silent, live loud.